Hi guys, I'm Mariter here with Scrap Dog Media. Today we have a story from one of our subscribers on how he was scammed by a Filipina. I have of course changed the names for animosity. If you have a story, I would love to hear it, and if it's YouTube worthy, then I'll definitely make a video about it. It may help someone in your same boat. I'll leave my email in the description. Before I get started, I have a favor to ask. As a new YouTube channel, we truly need your support. Please take a moment to click that subscribe button. This channel has both videos made by me and by my husband Bob. We promise to make you the absolute best videos that we possibly can. So please join the Scrap Dog family and click subscribe. It truly means the world to us. Okay, so on to the story. Meet Richard, a 63-year-old American who decided it was time to explore the world beyond his hometown. After years of marriage, then a harsh divorce. 3 years earlier, Richard had decided he would give Asia a try, as many men do after bad divorces end. Richard started talking to women on a dating site called Filipino Cupid. It wasn't long before he met someone special. Maria was beautiful, charming, and full of life. Maria was a school teacher and taught elementary students at a school near Cebu City. So it wasn't long, and Maria had given Richard her Facebook Messenger ID so they could chat easier. Richard himself had just retired the year before as a teacher in Columbus, Ohio. So the two had much in common, and it was easy for them to come up with topics to talk about. I imagine this is what gave the kick into high gear and broke the ice in the early stage. Richard, being the far more experienced teacher, was like a shoulder for Maria to lean on, and always there to help and answer any questions that may arise. Even though they taught students in different countries, kids are still kids, you know. And Richard had decades of experience dealing with difficult students and new techniques to calm even the most outrageous. Over the next few weeks, their connection blossomed, and he believed he had found true love. Maria introduced him to her world filled with family, friends, and Filipino traditions. She would call him by video chat every evening, and they would usually chat around 30 minutes. She would never chat much longer than that because she would tell him loads in the Philippines were expensive. And yes, that's actually true. It really can be difficult for many Filipinas to afford what they call loads there, guys. Here in USA, we pay monthly for our cell phone usage, but there you just go down to a sari-sari store and buy basically a code, and that's called a load, and you get a certain amount of data minutes with it. But however, in this case, I highly doubt that was the reason, as we will come to find out more about Maria soon. Plus, also when Richard said he would take care of the fee for the load, Maria just came up with new reasons to not talk. But I digress. As their relationship deepened, Maria began to ask Richard for financial help. Initially, it seemed innocent, help with her family's expenses, a new phone for her job, and other small requests. Richard thought he was helping the woman he loved, and it didn't seem like a big deal at the time. However, the requests soon became more frequent and significant. Richard started to feel uneasy but was blinded by love. One day, he received a message from Maria claiming she had been in a terrible accident and needed money for medical bills. Maria had came up with this elaborate story of how she was waiting on a corner for a jeepney. Then a jeepney came racing up to the corner, and as it made the turn, it hit her before she could move out of the way. The driver then drove off and did not stop. She got to a hospital and was told that she had 2 broken ribs. That's when her money request started. Panic set in on Richard, and he sent money without hesitation, fearing he would lose her if he did not. And plus, at this point, he was believing every word anyway. So over the following weeks, Richard sent thousands of dollars. It was request after request. If not for x-rays, then for medication, and if not that, then doctor bills, and so on and on. Richard had gotten into a few arguments with her, and he was starting to get suspicious. But his heart did not want to believe. But he kept sending money, hoping to save his relationship with Maria. But finally, after many thousands of dollars, Richard had no more money to send. And that's when it happened. Maria completely stopped talking. No more instant messages from Facebook. He could see that she would read his messages, but no reply back. She had just completely turned her back on him. But as time went on with no contact from her, the truth began to unravel. Eventually, Richard learned the heartbreaking truth. Maria was never real, at least not the way she had led him to believe. Not real as in the single female he thought he had been dating online. She was a scammer, and he had been one of many victims. The calls and stories had all been a facade. Richard was out over $20,000, and Maria was nowhere to be found. A few weeks before all this happened, Richard had saw a strange comment on her Facebook page. The comment was from a man named Jeff, whom had called her a scammer. At that time, Richard didn't think much about it. Remember, guys, he was deep in love with her, and he truly was blinded, especially before the so-called accident. Well, after the accident and all the money he sent, he remembered that post and went back and messaged Jeff. What Jeff told him was startling, to say the least. Maria had been online dating Jeff also, all at the same time. Jeff also had sent her a lot of money, but nothing like Richard did. Maria had told Jeff a story about crashing her motor scooter and breaking her arm about the same time, and she told Richard a complete and entirely different story. Jeff didn't send her any money for that accident, as he was already very suspicious. When Maria realized that he wasn't sending any money, she completely stopped talking to him and wouldn't reply his messages. All this info truly made Richard's heart sink as he realized he had been scammed. Richard shared this story with me in hopes that it might help some of you not fall victim to the same type situation. Guys, I have said this in previous videos. Do not send money unless you have actually met the girl in person. You may think you know that girl, but until you have met her, you don't. I am giving you the best advice as I know how to, and that is, do not send money, just don't do it. Do whatever you have to do, guys, to avoid sending money. If you have to tell a lie, just tell the lie. It's better than losing every cent you have. Cover your ass, guys, because no one else is going to cover it for you. What I mean by that is you are the one to care about your own finances. We are all grown adults here, but love can blind even the toughest of men. It can make you do things you never imagined you would do. And it can leave you broke without a cent left to your name. Don't let that happen to you. If I save even one of you from that with my videos, then this has been worth it to me. I just hope you will listen and take heed. Thank you all for watching, guys. If any of you have stories similar or any other stories from the Philippines that you would like for me to make a video about, please email them to roadwarrior_1973@yahoo.com. I hope to see some in the email and I will get right on it. It very well may help someone in your same shoes from making the same mistake. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Your subscription truly means the world to Bob and myself. We are very grateful to all of you. Until next time, stay safe and God bless you all.